Welcome in, have a seat. Kick back and relax, cause it's that time of the week. How's your day? Was it great? Well, it'll get better with Otalku Cafe. Nostalgia, let the memories bloom. All these stories in my head are gonna make me go boom. Kick back and relax, turn the volume to the max, bob your head until you're dead. Yeah! Yeah! Kick back and relax, turn the volume to the max, bob your head until you're dead. Yeah!
Konbanwa, friends, and you are our friends, and welcome to the Otalku Cafe. The cafe is open. I have a little cough. My throat's killing me. Ethan is on another 5-month hiatus. Anyway, I am Matt. Welcome. I am your chef of the cafe, manager. What do you want to say? And to join me is our barista, the entertainment. Our man, aka Starman. Starman, how are you, my friend?
What's good? How you doing? How you doing, man? As always, it is an honor and a pleasure to make your acquaintance. This is my first appearance at the cafe. I brought matcha.
There you go. Yes, but no, we're happy to have you in our. As I said, we had you as the entertainment portion of the staff.
Hey man, I serve where I can. You know, that's the part about being a good barista is you serve where you can. It's about serve. You know,
exactly. So thank you as always. A little bit of news. We are actually going to be doing 2 shows next week. Wednesday, a regular Otalku Cafe. Hopefully, Chris is free, and next week is going to be a Keiki Classic, where we are going to review season 1 of Has Been Hotel.
Awesome.
To commemorate, because the season finale is next week with the last 2 episodes. I didn't see episode 6 yet. I did see episode 5. It was beautiful. I got a little teary-eyed with the last song.
No, that was a dope episode.
And fucking Lucifer is tiny.
Like I didn't because you never see what he looks like, right? And they haven't did a it's like, man, I've been watching Hell of a Boss, so they haven't done an eventful crossover. But given all, I don't know. I guess when I watch that, right, and I kind of look at this, I'm like, wait a minute. So he runs this shit, this Napoleon complex ass motherfucker, but
that makes rubber ducks.
But then I think it's something interesting. Like we'll get into this, like when we have that episode. But fallen angels and demons are not the same thing, and I think they kind of were very direct in that with this particular episode. It's like, no, Lucifer is a fallen angel. He's not a demon. Like everyone else, those are demons. He's not a demon. He's just a fallen angel.
I love Alistair getting kind of snappy with Husk. I was like, ooh.
Yeah, I like the whole dad versus stepdad type shit. I thought that was pretty funny having them go at it, because I didn't even see it like that. Like, it's like, because I mean, it takes balls to really go at like the boss of hell. Like, I'm like, damn, Alistair, you got some nuts, because like this is the boss. He's
going at the boss man like nothing.
So hey, but then again, who gives a fuck? The demons is hell. It's like.
Yeah, and he's scary when he wants to be.
Yeah, man, I thought that was very dope episode. I haven't watched 6 yet. I like to watch. I like to save certain things for Saturday morning, because ever since I was a kid, like Saturday morning always meant something. So even now, I save some stuff for Saturday morning, like Apothecaries, free rent. It's a lot of dubs and a lot of things throughout the week that I just skip on until I get to Saturday. And then Saturday morning, I wake up early, get my coffee. Instead of cereal and cartoons, now it's coffee and anime. So
Yep,
yeah,
exactly.
that's where we at now.
Yes, and hold on, we got a little. Hold on, wait for the shit to load. Got the soundboard ready.
Got the sounds, man. Congratulations, man.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. We finally got up and running. Cannot wait. Everything's going great. But yeah, like I said, the cafe is open. We're going to be serving some drinks, some appetizers, some irregular snacks like a ramen, some type of omurice with some anime goodness. Starman, you're ready to get into it as we're going to start talking about some news real quick.
Well, while we're on the subject of the news, man, I'm gonna send it to you, and we can talk about it later. You were busy beforehand, but I just got one in the article probably 15 minutes before we started reading. It's an interesting article. I saw it on comic CBR. Saw it on CBR, but I like to go to the direct link. So it was an article published this week by Polygon titled "Anime is Huge, and we have the numbers to back it up." In this article, they surveyed over 4,000 anime fans. Everyone was above the age of 18, just to kind of determine what are the anime trends. And I found some very startling revelations in this article. Apparently 3% of boomers are active anime watchers. 12% of Gen Xers are avid anime watchers. 25% of millennials, shout out to the millennials, are anime watchers, and a staggering 42% of Gen Z are anime watchers. I thought that was
I figured it'd be the millennials, but hey,
what it does is the article ends up taking up a peculiar. It takes a direct focus for Gen Z, and it kind of like maps out a lot of their anime preferences, which I would have loved for the article to really kind of just give me everybody's metrics evenly, but within this, they pretty much go on to say, like, let me see, from emotional connections, they say 44% of Gen Zers have an anime connection. They have a crush, like that's a new thing. Gen Z anime, they said 3 and 4 use anime as escape. 2 and 3 watch anime as comfort, but at least half watch anime to pump themselves up. 65% say anime is more compelling than other forms of visual media, such as movies. 90% of them credit anime's character depth. 90% also character emotional intensity, as well as 89% crediting the character relationships. All of those were pretty high. This is the most surprising thing about this. This is like they talk about anime's influence on friendship, attraction, style, social media, social outstanding, time spent online, color palette, friendships. Nearly all of them credit at least 50 to 60% credit anime as their direct influence on their identity, their style. It's
wow.
The most shocking thing of the anime. I have to ask you a question, Matt. I have to ask you a question.
Okay.
All right. What would you say if I was to ask you what is the number one source of where Gen Zers allegedly get their anime from?
I'm gonna say One Piece.
No, not series. What service do they get most of their anime from?
Pirated, right?
I mean, go ahead. There are several to choose from.
Is it Kiss Anime?
No, that's not on the list. I'm talking about official streaming
Oh,
service.
Crunchyroll.
It's on the list, but it's not number one.
Funimation?
It's not even in the top 3.
Is it Funimation?
No, Funimation is actually number 6 on this list. I'll go ahead and read to you.
Okay.
At least 5% get their anime from High Dive or VIV. So if I'm High Dive, you really got some work to do because no one's watching these great anime on High Dive. Apparently, everyone didn't jump on Eminence and Shadow, Oshi, and Dangerous. Like apparently, there's a lot more fans to be had in terms of High Dive. So High Dive, MGM, whoever owns that shit, like whoever you are, get into it. You gotta do some marketing, bro. Super Bowl is coming. These people need to watch High Dive. Tubi. Tubi comes in at a staggering 25%. At least a quarter of Gen Zers get their anime via Tubi.
Tubi, like the butt of television service.
You know who also matched with Tubi?
Who?
Funimation.
Funimation.
They were edged out by a few percent, still less than 30 with Max. Now, mind you, Max mostly has Studio Ghibli's catalog. Max doesn't really have an extensive anime catalog. They have most of the anime Adult Swim has shown. They have a lot of, because they used to have Crunchyroll's, many of Crunchyroll's catalog.
Right.
Shakeup happened, and then they kind of phased a few of them out, but they still have a lot of anime on Max.
Right.
But mostly every anime that's on Max is on Crunchyroll outside of the Studio Ghibli collection. All right.
Right.
But there are a few gems. There are a few gems like The Night Young, Walk On Girl, things like that. There are a few gems that are on there. But let's get into the top. Let's get into this top 3. Coming in at number 4 is Crunchyroll, which is staggering 45% get their anime.
Okay.
Crunchyroll. I was shocked. Crunchyroll's not the big dog. What shocked me even more was to learn that Amazon Prime actually gets about 48%
Wow.
of years. Who knew? Who knew Amazon Prime Video was more Gen Zers watch that than Crunchyroll? I'm shocked.
Crazy.
I'm shocked. I'm really starting to believe it.
That wouldn't be like my go-to to.
You would think, right? You would think Crunchyroll, with the largest anime catalog on the planet, would have the most fans, but it's not. It's Amazon. But the reason why I suspect it's not Crunchyroll is because most people who have Crunchyroll have their own accounts. I think most of these people are probably trading their friends. Amazon Prime, you have your parents' account. Because most of you, so Gen Zers, I imagine you're definitely using your mom's Amazon account to watch anime. That's why I'm not shocked at number 2. Number 2 is Hulu.
Right. Okay.
This is the biggest shocker because Hulu has commercials. You're doing it wrong. Hulu has no incentive to stop giving us commercials when that is the number 2 most watched anime site amongst Gen Zers, coming in at a staggering 55%.
Is number 1 YouTube?
No, number 1 is not YouTube.
Okay.
Get to number 1. Number 1 is Netflix.
Really?
At least 75% of Gen Zers get their anime from Netflix.
Of all places, my goodness.
But then again, contrary to, shout out to Ethan, but contrary to how he feels, I think this generation prefers to get things instantly. They don't seem patient. And that's when you look at this, it makes a lot of sense. Most things on Hulu have already been there. You can watch the whole series. Hulu just started showing seasonal shows maybe a couple years ago, but for the most part, most of their catalog is the full season's already available. Same thing with Amazon Prime. Amazon Prime, when they stopped their exclusive anime service, they just left their catalog up there. Most things on there you can binge. They practically have no seasonal anime on there at all.
Right.
That has seasonal anime is lower, but Netflix drops it all at one time. On top of dropping it all at one time, they get a lot of I think they get a lot of like under the cut radar hits that very rarely seem to make these lists. When we look at anime trending and we look at like the different lists that go out of like the top 10, very few does a Netflix anime will hit the list, stay there for like a week, 2 weeks, and then it's gone.
Right.
Like people very rarely acknowledge it when they do their anime of the year list. I think like an outlier is Edge Runners, but outside of Edge Runners, nothing else really sticks, no matter how good it was. I think people would have gladly made Blue Eye Samurai be the anime of the year if technically it was not an anime.
Anime, yeah.
But anyway, there's a lot more. Go look at Polygon. Go check them out, man. It's a whole lot of stuff you can go and check out on that list. I don't want to spoil it. I don't want to take too much time.
All right, send me that. I want to read these statistics. That's interesting.
But the streaming statistics blew me away. I didn't expect any of that. Like streaming statistics, that just like I had no clue. I'm not really shocked at Netflix because I bought Netflix exclusive to watch anime back when they had a lot of fresh anime now. But I'm hooked. So Crunchyroll is where it's at for me.
Yep, agreed. All right, but let's get to some of these real quick. Some of these are compiled by my anime list or anime trending. This got announced a half hour ago. Mayonaka Punch original TV anime is coming in July 2024. from Studio PA Works.
I posted that in the group earlier today.
Oh, you did? Okay, cool.
I'm excited. I'm excited. I like the art. I don't know nothing about it. I saw the artwork and was like, yeah, bro, I'm threading this shit. I'm definitely
Monogatari series Off Season and Monster Season from the light novel is getting an anime for this year.
That's why I've been talking to you guys for the past couple of weeks saying my 2024 goal is to watch all of the Monogatari series. As soon as I'm done with Hunter x Hunter, I'm jumping on it.
How far are you on your Hunter x Hunter journey?
I'm like 5 episodes into season 2. So I'm somewhere in the 30s.
Right. Nice.
Yeah. I'm knocking it out. Netflix, they make it easy. I can skip the intro, watch the end, boom, skip. Because, you know, it's like Bleach. They do the intro, then they do the recap, then you get the actual episode. So I swear you only get like 18 minutes of actual episode. Everything else is recap, opening, ending, skip. So I can watch like 3 episodes in an hour just consistently.
Right. The Yaoi movie 10 Count is they canceled production. This was originally announced in March 2018, but looks like they just pulled the plug on it. What a shame. But what can we do?
What can you do?
What?
I said, what can you do?
Yeah, none. Yeah, I don't know any details on as to why. It's just, guess it's not meant to be. Maybe we picked up later. Who knows? The manga, The Strongest Magician in Demon Lord's Army Was a Human, is getting a TV anime in 2024. Looks interesting, but it's another Demon Lord type of thing with an isekai.
I mean, it's a long ass title, you know. I mean, that's the new. It's not even the sick isekais no more. It's like everyone is either joining the Demon Lord army, getting kicked out of the army, joining the heroes,
good guys,
kicked out from the heroes party, doing their own thing. Like that's just where we are right now. All of those are getting greenlit. It's crazy.
Right. Freein is the winner of the 69th Shoyugakukan Manga Awards that were announced. Actually, there's a few of them. One of them was Freein, the Elusive Samurai, Shuji de Asobo, and finally Trillion Game. Those are the winners for the 69th Annual Manga Awards. For that one, congrats to those 4.
Congrats.
Oh yeah, a few more here. Hold on. I gotta go to the next page. Light novel Loner Life in Another World is getting a TV anime in 2024. I'm sure Ethan will check that out. Let's see. The light novel Failure Frame. I became the strongest and annihilated everything with low-level spells. Is getting a TV anime for 2024. It's another death OP ability.
Sign me up.
Oh, you're gonna watch it?
I mean, you know, I like a good OP adventure, man. You know, who knows? I ain't saying I'll stick with it, but you know, maybe I'll. Yeah.
We'll see. Shield Hero Season 4 is officially announced. No air date yet. The manga Called the Night is officially over. The last chapter came out last week. So I don't know. Yeah, what's going on? Chris and my friend have watched it. I mean, they've read it. Hopefully we do get it because I love it. But we will see. A Fellow Moments of Cheer is a original movie announced for 2024. Looks like it's a rock band type of anime. I don't know when we will get it. Maybe fall 24 or winter 25.
You never know, man. They don't do too good when it comes to like movies.
Right. The Oshinoko is getting a live action movie TV series in winter 24. Looks like it's going to be a Amazon exclusive.
I saw the cast. I saw the casting for it. I'm never satisfied with casting, but it's just me, you know.
Well, that's it. It's just as long as they perform well, I'm on board. But who knows how they want to make this?
like I said, it's anime just sets unrealistic expectations when it comes to like getting some of these things right. Like sometimes the best actress for the job just aesthetically isn't what you picture with it. It's kind of like, let me not say it because that's gonna be mean. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it.
Right.
I've seen shows where these characters are like really like young or in young college, and one character who is supposed to be like a senior in high school looks older than the rest of the cast, and I'm like, she looks older than the girl she's supposed to be younger than. Okay,
Right.
go ahead. But you see that in casting, but it's just maybe they don't look that way in Japan. I don't know. But I don't know. I just after the Full Metal Alchemist live action, I'm just like,
Yeah.
why did y'all do that? All these German, Anglo-Saxon people.
Yeah. Just what are we doing?
Hollywood production. I'm still mad that Hollywood didn't get in on that one. That one was supposed to be like,
Yeah. No. That was. We'll ignore that. The manga, The Lord and the Dog, is getting a TV anime. No release date yet. Original anime, Nanare Hananare. It is scheduled for this year. But poster looks cute. I'll definitely check it out when it comes out. And hold on. There's no English title, so I cannot read it. Party Kara Shuhyo Sareta Sono Chiyushi Jutsu wa Sayoko Nisuki is getting a TV anime.
let me guess. I left the Demon Lord's party to join the hero and make.
Hold on. No. I found it. The healer who was banished from his party is, in fact, the strongest.
How did I know somebody got banished from something? How did I just know? From the title, I was just like, yeah, somebody got banished. I'm learning Japanese. Better watch out, Ethan.
Manga Tasuketsu is getting a TV anime. It looks like it's a psychological drama, suspense. No other info at this time. And we are going to close it off with we got the sentence of the Kyoto fire massacre. He got the death penalty.
Death penalty. He's getting the death penalty. They're going to execute him. I have not heard of Japan executing anybody ever for anything.
They actually did one in 2022 where the guy murdered 7 people.
Oh wow! I did not know they had corporal punishment there. That's not to be a diss or any. I don't want any political.
It's like very rare. Like it has to warrant.
Yeah, it's just like it's American. Like people die every day. Be like in America, yeah. Japan, it's like wow, like how. But I guess I shouldn't get into it. But I'm kind of curious. It's like, so how y'all gonna do it? Like shock them, injection, gun range.
I'm gonna say
kind of morbid. People like, why are you asking those questions? I mean,
yeah, but yeah, like I said, I think they're gonna hang him or do something.
Human centipede him.
Because he burned 36 people alive and a lot more injured.
No. All that's the Kyoto anything, like just regardless what that did to the industry, what that did to like
those people,
yeah, people, man, that was just tragic. That was just one of those tragic things. Like there's nothing. I have no sympathy for the individual. It's like, why would you do that? Like,
because he believed they copied his work from his novel, but they didn't say what.
I mean, I remember doing the podcast. I remember like on Ninja Please, once we covered like his alleged, and like it was kind of like one of those things where it was a rather deep story about his reasoning, as far as not saying he was justified even to suggest that. That's not what I'm saying at all.
Right.
What I'm saying is it was like how he felt about the conduct, or if they're taking stuff from our story, they're doing this, they're stealing from me, I'm not being paid, I'm being shunned. It's like none of that just justifies like him doing that. I mean, you like, I don't know, you kind of walk in your boss's office, throw a chair, knock him out, I mean, yeah, dude, like you take that up with your boss, go and knock him out, I mean, even if you went to get your Oshinoko Ion, leave that to just the one person you felt transgressed on you. I just kind of feel that, targeting innocent people with
Yeah,
fire
like
just
yeah, like just a
make
lawyer would have been more effective.
like, bro, you got to find your person and you need to go have your one-on-one with that person. Like, but like taking that shit to a whole department, like that thing got crazy. Like that's terrible. Like that's just terrible. Like I don't care. Like, I don't
No,
care, bro.
my heart goes out to the victims for sure.
Yeah. How you know what I'm saying? Like thoughts and prayers to like the victims, bro. That I'll never get over that as a fan just because it's like I don't know, we hear about a tsunami and we hold our breath. And so when you hear about like earthquakes or tsunami, things like that happen, natural disasters, you can't really help those. But like someone just burning down a studio because, hey man, I think y'all stealing my shit. Everybody got to die. Like
Yeah.
that's just
No,
disgusting.
it was crazy that it happened on my birthday, and that was the first thing I woke up to on my birthday.
Mm, I remember just I remember just R.I.P. Kyoto Annie. I remember it was just a worldwide like everybody was like every anime fan like took off their hats and just poured their hearts out to it because it was just like what happened? Why did this happen? Who did what? I think we're desensitized to like stuff happening in America because it's typically a shooting, but like in Japan, when you commit something like that, you just like, dang, it's fire, bro. Like you lock these people in the building and set it on fire. That's just fucked up.
Yeah. Uh, yeah, like he was planning this shit. Like my goodness.
Yeah, man, that's just terrible.
Yeah, but I'm glad that there's some justice.
I
Uh,
mean, I don't know. It's one of those things where I just hope that people can eventually put that behind them. But you'll never get over your mom, your dad, or brother or sister, niece, or someone your family member just dying in a fire. That
right.
had nothing to do with because someone accused one of their coworkers of stealing their shit, so they got to suffer for it. When it's like, bro, you could have caught that man or woman when they got in their car. You could have slashed their tires or just like I don't know, like keep their car or something, bro. Keep that shit personal. Like
Right. Yeah. Or this
shit
again,
personal.
just an angry letter can go
Angry
a long
letter,
way.
like throw a rock through his house or something. I don't know, but
Yeah.
arson,
Like
bro.
just don't go. I'm going to kill everyone there.
Like, bro, just like arson. I'm like, dog, that's like, bro, that's way no, bro. You
No,
could
no,
have
no.
got your
Absolutely
point
not.
across. You could have got your point across with just stalking. I don't know, like inexcusable.
No, absolutely. But anyway, that is it for the news. Let's get to some side dishes. Let's get to some cakes. Um, Starman, what are you watching that I am not?
What am I watching that you are not, man? This anime season, I typically like to find things that other people aren't talking about, or sometimes things will catch my eye, and I'll just dive into it. But sometimes you guys suggest things, or I'm a sucker for hype. People will hype something up, and I jump on it. For the most part, I don't think there are many anime for this current season that I am watching, to believe it or not. I think you are watching most things I am, but there's a few things I don't recall you talking about too much. So I guess I'll do more of the asking. Let me see. One of my favorites currently is Seven Time Loop.
Yeah,
Um,
that one I do not have.
the villainess enjoys a carefree life married to the guy. Yeah, it's a great anime. It's peaked on a few of the lists. It made the top 10 since it premiered. If you like Ray Liana, you'll enjoy this. I think in this one, I think the girl actually kind of likes the person who killed her, because first episode she gets killed by this dark emperor, and and then you find out in the first episode she relives her life 6 times, and you get to see what she learned in each 6 life. She remembers every life and everything she learned. So from her being an apothecary, to her being a merchant, to her being a maid, to her being a pirate, to like she had so many different lives. Like, so she learned all this knowledge and she still has it. This time around, she ends up like, you know what? Instead of I always go out the back door every time, and I end up dying. I don't want to die this seventh time. You know what? I'm gonna jump out the front window. When
Yeah.
she goes to jump out the front window, the prince, who's soon to be emperor at some point in other timelines, he sees her and he just sees this beautiful pink-haired princess just jump out a window, fearlessly hit the ground, tumble, roll. And he's like, yo, he saw his heart jump out his chest and jump out the window. He's like, yo, I've never seen a woman like that. And, she gets confronted. He goes out there, defends her honor because, they're a big kingdom. And, I think, the king is kind of like scared of him and it's just like, told his son, hey, bow your head. Don't disrespect. He's like, you know what? She going to be my wife. She turns down his proposal. He's like, what the fuck? She's like, look, I'm not marrying you. I don't know you. If at least convince me. And he's like,
Right.
well, come to my kingdom and I'll convince you. And then their journey begins. And, she starts getting convinced of whether or not she she wants to be with him. And it's a really
Right.
good show. It has like the soundtrack is dope. It has a visually, I really enjoy it. It has a lot of good potential as far as romantically. First episode had a lot of action, and I think there's going to be a dark twist at some point.
Well,
But
I'm sure we will.
but yeah, that's one I'm watching. It comes on Crunchyroll. Episodes premiere every Saturday. I definitely recommend anyone who's not watching it to check it out. I started The Foolish Angel Dances with the Devil. This one is a supernatural comedy about a demon boy who goes to high school, who ends up risking his life for Truckun in order to save his classmate. When he does this, he transforms. His classmate sees him transform, learns he's a demon. She then reveals herself to be an angel. Come to find out, they're at war. Yeah, but he's different from other demons. She sees potential in him, and she feels like, you know what, maybe it would be fun to tease him a little bit. She may be the angel, but she is the she takes the role as a demon because she chains him to a contract. She shackles him, and now she parades, bullies, and demands him around the school to be her boyfriend in order to do all these small deeds for her. So yeah, she kind of does this Nagatoro thing to him, and there's really nothing he can do about it. But he's already acknowledged that she's beautiful, she's sweet, and she's kind. But
Right.
she's a distant little bitch. And but I think deep down she's probably sweet on the inside, and I think he's kind of sweet for her. But yeah, it's a pretty cool show. I've only seen the first episode because I'm watching it dubbed, but I'm definitely adding it to my list for the season. I'll be checking that one out. Next on my list is Mr. Villain's Day Off. Mr. Villain's Day Off is pretty fun. Mr. Villain's Day Off is about a demon, the general.
Right.
I don't know what his real name is. They haven't mentioned his real name. They just call him the general. He has a infatuation and fondness for pandas. He loves pandas. He just loves cute shit, but especially pandas. He works for an evil organization that tries to take over the world. On his off days, he doesn't want to be bothered with work, think about work, discuss work, talk work, go to work. No emails, no nothing. This is day off. He wants to go to the zoo, look at pandas. He wants to watch pandas on the Animal Channel. He wants to eat panda. He won't eat panda cereal. He won't eat panda buns, panda ice cream. If it's shaped like a panda, he won't eat it. But he's a really nice guy. He helps old people. He helped these two kids that were lost in the mall find their big brother. He helps, like, there are Power Rangers that are trying to kill him. He's like, whoa, bro, we're off. We're not fighting today. It's a whole truce. Are you lost? Bro, the train station's that way. Matter of fact, I will help you get on the right train so you can get where you're going, bro, because it's not that serious. We're not going to fight today. We're not doing it. He's a nice guy. And even the Power Ranger dude, the red Power Ranger guy's like, yo, you're that evil nice guy. But when it's work time, oh no, he's vicious. He's a vicious demon lord who, general in the army who's ready to fight. But on his off days, man, he likes panda. He likes to chill. He likes ice cream, sweet shit, cute shit. Like I click with this guy. I was like, you know what, man, this guy's he's really cool. He's really cool. It's called Mr. Villain's Day Off. It's a fantasy slice of life. It's my favorite slice of life of the season right now. I really enjoy it. Again, while we're talking about cute things, I really love cute girls doing cute things. That's one of my favorite genres. So I'm going to talk about Fluffy Paradise.
Okay, I was gonna say it's a gushing magical girls.
No, Fluffy Paradise, man. Fluffy Paradise is one of my favorite. It is about a girl who dies of work exhaustion.
Yeah.
And after she dies of work exhaustion, she ends up being reincarnated as this duchess to this royal family. Her name is Nima. And Nima, when she dies, the god comes to her and says, "Hey, I need your help with one of these other worlds that I manage. I'm gonna give you any ability you want if you help me, like, do some work on this because I need to go do something else." And she's like, "Man, I don't want to do that shit." He was like, "Well, you really got no choice. Matter of fact, I'll let you keep all your memories from this world into the next one. I'll give you any ability you want. What you want?" She said, I want fluffy animals." He's like, "Are you serious?" She's like,
Yes.
I want fluffy. Give me the fluffy." So he's like, "I tell you what, I give you the ability to where all animals love you. All animals will adore you." She was like, "Great." So she's reincarnated. The series starts. She's 3. On the latest episode, she turns 5. Basically, Nima is there to determine if humans are worth saving, because apparently humans subjugate and oppress animal kin in this king on this planet, and her purpose is to unite humans and animals, because there are animal humans that are oppressed by humans because they're not humans, and we really good at that oppression shit as humans. So racism. Yeah, she's there to cure racism. And hey, man, if fluffy white tigers and red dragons and if they can cure racism, then damn it, let's see if they can try. I think
Yeah,
this
if
cute
only it
little
could work here.
adorable girl will solve the errors of racism through her power of the nobility. I think she would use the meritocracy, the nobility, and her aristocratic, cute nature to, demand that these lower class peasants stop being mean to animals and shit. I don't know. Fluffy Paradise is adorable. I watch it. It's just one of my favorites. Like, hey man, I'm gonna just sit back and chill. Sometimes that's my escape anime. I watch that shit to completely disconnect, escape.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, man. It's one of those. I love it. I adore it. I ain't ashamed to tell the homies. I won't convince the homies to try to watch it. They're like, "Bro, what the fuck you watching?" I'm like, "Bro, this shit cute. And get the fuck out. You can't even come over my house when I'm watching this shit because I need to be by myself, just watching. I'm gonna have my blanket, my coffee, hot chocolate, or something. That's about it. There are a couple on my plate that I'm trying to stick with. The Weakest Tamer began the journey to pick up trash, as well as Tis Time for Torture Princess. Both of those on my drop list. After episode 3, I will determine whether or not they are getting dropped. Both of those I've seen 2 episodes. This week I'm gonna get episode 3. After I get episode 3, I'm gonna determine if I'm gonna drop it. If I drop it, then it is what it is on those. I think that is all that I have on my plate that I'm watching that I have not heard about you watching. But yeah, that's what I got. I have not started
All right.
a few shows just yet. But yeah, that's what I got.
All right. I'm gonna start with Buchigiri. this this JoJo-esque delinquents. What you call it? If I was Origin, if you guys have seen about my what you call it, first impressions, Origin, he wants to lose his virginity, so that's why he asked this wish from this fighting god Senya, like, who grants him power. They like combine, like he like takes over his body to like punch the shit out of people, type of thing. He is his JoJo stand. He's like, "Tell me your wish." As it always, "I want to lose my virginity." He's like, "Really? That's your wish? You not just, oh, I want to get stronger. You want this?" But apparently, when he makes that wish, there is a consequence to it, because the last 2 people that he punched are now fallen in love with him. Like, they want him in their gangs of this delinquent thing. Like head over heels. Like, "I can't believe you hit me." Like, so I don't know if that's actually the consequence of his wish, because he punched Marito from one gang, and hold on, let me try to find the other one. Kenichiro, who is his other gang, and it's just, what the fuck. And he's fallen for a girl who has a brother complex. Because she's mad that her brother wants Arjun, is gay. He's like, I need him. I need to see him and type of thing. Like, how do you like my punch, Arjun? And then in her head, she's like, I'm going to kill him. He's dead. He's fucking dead. That's my brother. You're gonna fall for me. And for Arjun's childhood friend, Matakara, he keeps avoiding him. Like Matakara looked up to him when they were kids. They're gonna be this faint. I forgot what it was, but it's like some of like the strongest, I guess, in terms of delinquents too. And just when he tries to talk to Arjun just keeps blowing him off. No idea why. They don't say why, especially when it's someone that he looks up to. But I don't know, it's just he doesn't think he should be looking up to him, or he's a weakling while Matakara is actually stronger than him now. I don't know. So I don't know where Mappa is going with this. Um, I'm only on episode 2. There's no episode 3 yet. That's going to be tomorrow.
It's an original, right?
Yep, it's an original.
It's an original by Hiroko Utsumi. And what I do know about him is I'm not familiar with most of his work. I know he directed Banana Fish, which I hear is really good, but I've never seen it.
Right.
He directed Free Eternal Summer, which I hear is good, but I've never seen it. But I feel like this is his love child. But yeah, I just know that those are the two biggest shows that he's personally directed.
Right.
So I mean, I guess if it sounds like it may be in line with those. But okay.
Like I said, I'll give one more episode. Like it's not awful. It's definitely entertaining, but I just want more. I want a little more to see how episode 3 goes. Like I want lore on that fighting god Senya. I want a more backstory on the two childhood friends. Like why did they drift apart? Like or is it like who's doing what? Like who caused it? You know what I mean, right?
Yeah, gotcha.
And you dropped Classroom after season 2. Am I correct?
No, I didn't drop Classroom. Classroom is just I'll watch it when the dub is done at the end of the season. I'm not.
But so you are going to go back in.
Yeah, it's Classroom of the Elite. It's one of those shows that I just cannot like at this point. Last season, like I ain't gonna lie, like I seen the fight and I was like, oh shit, this shit pretty cool. It's one of them shows I ain't finna stress out that I'm not finna stress out watching this shit week to week. I'm just not. I'm not about to stress watching this shit week to week. I am going to wait till the whole thing get done and see where it goes. This is a very interesting show. It's just not one I'm obsessed with week to week. I just got to watch it. I'd rather just binge it. It's more fun to me to binge it.
I will say though, I am enjoying this more than season 2 because I like Arisu, the girl with the cane. She's a very manipulative motherfucker. Blackmailing people, making people start rumors on people's like one was called a slut type of as a rumor starting around like holy shit, like what is she doing to these people? Like she's like playing small simple things that's distract everyone's distract Ayana Koji, what you call it, who is Ryuin for last season. He's definitely taking a back seat as because it seems like the antagonist is Arisu and the new student council president. I'm trying to remember that bloke's name. Give me a minute. Miyabi. He's the new student council president. He's feuding with the old one, Horita's brother. And basically, there is a race going on. Basically, the losing team, whoever they had as their collateral, they get expelled. And the student council's team lost on purpose, and the girl said that for the collateral, it was the former president's assistant. So I was like, did you really win? Type of thing. So there's a lot of mind games, and I like that you get more of the characters getting involved this time. And you remember Koenji, like that muscular guy that doesn't fight or anything?
Yeah.
He called Ayana Kojiana's bullshit. It's like, so it's you that's actually pulling strings on the guy that you beat into fucking submission, aren't you?
I mean, that guy's Anna Coach is just, stoic, evil mastermind who he's a good guy, but he's actually a villain. Like he's the villain of the show. He is, he's
It's like he's trying to be a human, but he's just hard because all you can think of is his time in the White Room, which we don't know anything much about yet.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe they'll get into it as the season.
Yeah, because that's the thing. Now, the antagonist girl now was a part of that White Room, so it's interesting how they know each other there or at all, or why she's so different compared to him. So I like the mind games of it. So that's for sure. But yeah, definitely better than season 2 as of right now. I cannot wait for more. Are you watching the new High Card?
No, I haven't started High Card. I don't even know if I was gonna jump back in. Like season 1 was just. I had no. I'm not gonna lie to you, Matt. I have no intentions of starting season 2. I'm gonna let you and Ethan have that. Now, if one day I'm a sucker for hype. Now, one day anime trending that shit jumps 28 spots to number 3. I'm gonna have to find out why. But until something like that happens,
I don't see that happening. That happening.
I'm good, bro. I think I've gotten over the whole your color of your hair matches the color of your suit, and that matches your power. And it's like a show like High Card would be better served if it was much darker. It's not that dark of a show.
I am. Oh yeah, no, I'm fucking mad at Wendy. She ruined that last mission.
And
that was like very critical. But the fact that she turned into that alter ego, she's slicing everyone. Made the villain get away. I'm like, what the fuck you doing?
Yeah, I did like her. I think that was my biggest critique with season 1, though. It was
like she's cute without the transformation. Like, be how she is now. Don't need the transform. Just be a sword swinger, not that personality.
I mean, that's like what was the girl on Dragon Ball? There was a character on Dragon Ball.
Oh,
Lunch. Yeah, Lunch. She did that. Like, I think that's just an archetype from Lunch, and it's refreshing for someone to kind of bring that Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde type of archetype back, because we don't see that with female characters too much. Like, even with male anime characters, we don't see that much. I think the last anime main character that really had that whole split personality alter ego thing that just cuts on, it's a really super deep cut. It was an anime called Samurai Deeper Kyo, and that was the whole premise. The premise was it's this nice kind samurai Nai who looks weak, who everybody don't like, and they was like, dude, you're Kyo, you need to transform to Kyo because Kyo is the baddest samurai, we need him, you're too weak. Transform, but under the right circumstances, his alter ego takes out, he transforms to Kyo, and he will kill. So he goes from Kenshin to the Manslayer just based on his other alter ego waking up, and it's just literally two people occupying the same body at that point, which I think has always been a dope concept. Like the Fight Club shit in anime, why is there not an anime Fight Club? That's what I want to fucking know. Not the premise of Fight Club. I mean, not just turning Fight Club to an anime, but taking the premise of Fight Club and making it an anime. With maybe that's free sauce. If I had $5 million, I'd do that shit right now.
Right. This is right.
Like, bro, that shit will always work.
But what you call it? I believe that is it for me, because I do have a Fire Hunter, and I forgot all about it because it's so forgettable. I am bored of that show already.
Well, they dropped the entire season of Fire Hunter, though, right? It's not like I saw it was like every episode was there. I was like, oh shit, this whole thing.
That was season 1. Season 2, we're on episode 2.
Oh no, yeah. See, y'all can have that. Now, what I will say is there are 2 anime I'm watching that I don't think you're watching. They are, in fact, I think they're the best thing you're not watching. Shangri-La Frontier.
Yeah.
And are the best anime you or Ethan are not watching. Shangri-La Frontier and Undead Unluck are the best 2 anime you guys are not watching. And I put that on everything. But Go ahead. Do your thing. I'm just saying.
I will get to it before the year is over. I will get to Shangri-La before the year is over. Yeah.
Like, you got. I'm not gonna shut the fuck up about both of those two shows. Both of them are 24, 25 episodes. But Undead Unluck this week was. I'm gonna have to. What?
Oh man.
Woo, we're talking goosebumps. It's one of them. It's really one of them. And Shangri-La Frontier is just like I said, bro. It's just visual fucking marvel right there. It's just that shit's just deep.
Oh
deep,
yeah,
dope
for
shit.
sure.
So what
Alrighty.
are you watching together?
Yeah, let's get to some of these together. Let's start with well, we got some.
You'll do
We'll
that.
be serving some toast from Japan Cafe. That will be our main course, like a toast, like a big buttery toast type of thing that I had with pizza toppings on it. It's like a pizza. So that will be our today's menu.
Croissant.
Exactly. Let's get to Sengoku Yoku. This
And Goku Yoko. All right.
are you caught up on Sengoku? Let's see. Man, this I don't know what to think of this.
Man, Sengoku. Okay, it stands right now as a 6.9 on MAL. It's not very popular. Only 29,000 people have clicked and told them that they're watching it. 37 episodes.
Only 3,000 people reviewed it. Well, scored it.
37 episodes of this are going to run, which lets me know one of these episodes is going to be a recap episode, and you're going to probably get 36 actual episodes of the show. I went and did some research on the manga.
Yep.
This show was written around the time Inuyasha was at his peak.
Oh.
The series is, I think the manga's practically done, but
Right.
I think it just finished actually. But the thing about it is, it's one of those early 2000s, so the storytelling is gonna really be slow burn. You know, like Inuyasha would not work today. Inuyasha would not work today for the simple. It would not work because you know why? They tried that series about Inuyasha and Kagomi's daughter, and it flopped. People love the characters on Inuyasha, but that came during the time where we got a new episode of Inuyasha every night on Adult Swim. Not every day, not every week. We got a new episode of Inuyasha every night. Sengoku, the one thing that I believe about the show is Sengoku is it will work if you could binge it. It just lets me know this ain't a show that you watch week to week. It's the storytelling style really reminds me of Inuyasha, so I really believe this is the type of show that you're gonna have to actually like binge. You're gonna have to watch every episode from one all the way to the end. I don't think watching this week to week is gonna serve you because it's just you're getting pieces of the story and you're not even getting the whole story. I'm already getting annoyed with the characters. It's just like, bro, I don't like none of y'all. None of y'all are cool. None of y'all appealing. Samurai boy I thought was cool. He a whole putz.
Oh yeah, Shinsuke is a boss. Yeah.
The yokai girl, I'm like, what is going on? The most interesting person is the guy who transforms into fake Inuyasha.
Jinka, yeah, and we got a little bit of a background of why he hates humans. Like, yeah, he was protected by this demon fan, and they fucking killed him.
Yeah, so he wants to be a Katawara. He really was like, bro, I want to be a Katawara. Like, that's my goal. So I was like, like how Inuyasha wanted to be a demon?
Yeah.
Bro, this is just, I'm not saying this is Inuyasha. The fact that it was created around the time Inuyasha was at his peak, I have reason to believe that someone thought to themselves,
let's try this without romance.
Yeah, let's try that, you know, and that's kind of what I think is going. But I think it'll be better served, but it's gonna run all of winter, all of spring, all of summer. This is not gonna end to the end of summer, and I wouldn't be surprised if it stole the show at the end of the summer. It could very well just pick back up, but that doesn't mean it will.
I'm hoping, as usually I would do a 3-episode rule. That's why I'm going to wait for at least one more because there is something there though. It's just they are taking their sweet ass time with it. And it's just, you know what, I'll give it one more. If anything, I will pause it if it doesn't like wait till it picks up. And I'll of course read summaries of what happened, what people are thinking, and there's like so much hype. Sure, I'll jump back on, but if it's all just gonna be mild, tame, or the same, then it's like okay, then I'm good thing I left. But also, guys, before we continue, we're not gonna do Freeing, Apothecary, um, Dangers in My Heart, Mashal, and I believe one more. I didn't see this week's Metallica Rouge, but we could actually talk about last week's because Ethan didn't watch it, and I did not watch this week's Tomozaki, but I did watch last week, so that's another thing we can talk about. But yeah, those 4 to 5 shows, they're going to be on hold until the Wednesday recording with Chris. So we apologize for that, guys. It'll be a little bit of a shorter cafe. That's fine. But you know what, though? I cannot wait for you to finish Dangers. It's actually been great so far.
Yeah, I did myself the ultimate disservice by not starting it yet. I don't even know why, bro. I think I just got swept up in everything new that was coming out.
Right, you want to give those a chance, or as we went to like the season 2.
Because like Dangerous, it was one of those ones where I'm just like, look, man, Dangerous. I will jump on Dangerous because I really enjoyed Dangerous. It's like, man, I will jump on it. But it honestly I got swept up in some of the newer shows where I was like, you know what, let me get my rhythm together. And I think it'll feel good. Probably tomorrow morning when I get up, I'll knock out my 2 episodes of Free Rent if they give me 2. They might just give me 1. I'm gonna watch a couple of those episodes, and then after that, I think I'm gonna probably just jump on. Well, wait. I can't start Dangerous tomorrow. I might have to wait to Sunday. I don't think I can tomorrow. Because tomorrow I got a surprise for you guys. I could tell you here. I'm building something special. I'm building special. So tomorrow I'm going to be moving furniture. I'm going to be painting. And I can't tell you exactly what it is, but once I get it up and running, next time I'm on this show, just know the next time I'm on this show, you'll get a nice little glimpse of what I have built.
Well, I can't wait. I definitely cannot wait for that.
But I'm excited about Dangerous because I know that
it's been killing rankings.
No, man. Yamada's parents, like he gets to meet Yamada's parents, and I'm like,
I can't wait for you to meet the dad.
I'm just like, oh shit, like he gets to meet the parents. That's cool.
Yeah. All 3 episodes have been hits so far. I'm glad the progress from season 1 is still going. Like it hasn't skipped a beat, so I love it for that. It's been getting number 1 so far in Anime Trending and Anime Quarter for a reason. It's just damn. I was not expecting that.
It's been number 1 since it came out, right?
Yeah, it's number 1 on MAL right now, higher than Solo Leveling.
You mean for the season?
So far.
Oh man, that is impressive.
Let's see. Let me double check. Yeah. Dangers in My Heart is at 8.71, while Solo Leveling is at 8.46.
You know what? Solo Leveling is not meeting people's expectations. I think.
Let's go. Yeah, let's go to Solo Leveling next.
So, all right. Solo Leveling. It was a lot of hype from the Mawa fans who really campaigned for this to become an anime. After God of High School didn't meet people's expectations. After Tower of God didn't meet people's expectations, and they all suffered a similar flaw. They changed the names. On top of changing the names, they tried to make things more anime. They brought in anime tropes that weren't necessarily used in Korea, in the Korean manhwa when they wrote it. So they brought in these anime tropes to make it anime. I remember a friend of mine, she was so ticked off at the Tower of God of High School because God of High School, they absolutely like changed it. They shuffled up episodes. They watered one of the main female characters down, which every girl I knew who was a fan of her said I hate her. They just made her a regular anime fan service bimbo. She's not even who is that? Like they pissed everybody off. So I think the expectations of Solo Leveling were pretty higher because they were like, you can't mess this one up. But I'm gonna be real with you.
Yeah.
Kingdom of Ruin has so far Solo Leveling has not been better than Kingdom of Ruin. It's not. The first 5 episodes of Kingdom of Ruin were straight up graphic, violent, like revenge shock, like everything, like it's.
Right.
I'm pretty sure there's more story here, but I'm like, bro, you mean these guys just gonna? Let me guess, he's gonna get OP as fuck, and he's just gonna start fucking shit up with his little knife because he treats this like a game. Like, bro, watch Shangri-La Frontier. Just fucking watch Shangri-La Frontier, bro. Like, so Shangri-La's Frontier is everything people think Solo Leveling is or they hope it's gonna be, bro. Just
Right.
watch. I'll tell any one of these fans of Solo Leveling, like, bro, take your bias out because you a fan of this of Mawa, and bro, just go watch Shangri-La Frontier. Just skip it. Just watch both and compare them and tell me to chill because Solo Leveling is cool, but I've seen this before, bro. I've seen this shit before. I swear.
Yeah. This is why I loved Link Click, because you tell it's like from China. Like you tell it's like a Chinese style of animation. Like it's vastly different. Like it's representing that. You figure with Solo Leveling it would be the same thing, but if it's gonna be like how it is in anime.
It looks great. It's just okay. When they rolled it out, these first 3 episodes, cliffhanger, cliffhanger, cliffhanger. After Freerin and Oshinoko, you have no excuse not to drop the first 3 episodes of Soul Leveling back to back to back. That was the first mistake. The first mistake, every mistake they've made has been a production mistake. All right.
Yep.
Okay. Metallic, but before we even get into it,
Yeah.
Solo Leveling did not get dually dubbed. That was the second mistake. One, the first 3 episodes should have dropped all at the same time, like a movie. So you could have get sucked into the story and been like, "Oh my god, what's going to happen?" But they didn't do that. They gave you one episode one, then they made you wait, then made you wait, then made you wait. And now all the people who are obsessed with dubs are like, "Bro, but this shit ain't in English. I want to wait." So now after episode 3 comes out, then they get the dub. So they're like, "Oh, okay." So now it's episode 1. Anime like this, it's like, no, bro, like.
Right.
It shouldn't be behind. So I feel like that's the second production failure. And I don't necessarily think there's a third one. I just really felt like they should have dropped the first 3 episodes at one time, and then they should have like released the dub at the same day. And I think if they would have did that, I think it would have lived up more to its expectation. But I mean,
Yeah.
I was just kind of like, bro, it's been so predictable because you just kind of like, all right, man, I know what's going to happen.
I know that is the issue. Like it's not bad. It's just the hype became too much, and it feels again it's starting as something that we have seen already.
Yeah, it's like, oh, they're dungeon diving. He's going to get OP'd as fuck.
Yeah, like I want to see the actual legit progress as to why people love it.
Well, I just make it violent as fuck. I'm just like, bro, if every episode is gonna be like episode 2, I'm in it. It's just like at this point,
sounds
bro,
crazy.
just give me violence, bro. If this show is just violent and it's just survival and violence, if this show is just survival and violence, then I'm definitely gonna like enjoy it. Like, just give me survival and violence, bro. Don't make it deep. Like, just give me survival and violence. Other than that, so far as I mean, he left a cliffhanger. He has to fight these wolves. So we're gonna. I mean, I'm definitely interested. You know, the gates open. You know, Sung Jin Woo.
His training is nuts. It's like, hey, if you miss a day, you're gonna be in this penalty, being chased by various giant centipedes. You have to run for 4 hours.
Yeah, I just don't like. Man, those first 3 episodes should have dropped at the same time. Like, it just don't feel right having to just wait.
Like hell, even the first 2 episodes should have been like a 45-minute premiere type of thing.
Absolutely, that absolutely should have been the case.
That would have created a little more intrigue at least.
Yeah, I think that's what they should have done. But hey, man, shout out to Korea, man. Shout out to everyone who produced this and campaigned and got it up there, man. It's standing at an 8.46 on MAL. It's definitely one of the highest shows on the platform at this time. So shout out to them.
Agreed. Let's get to Metallic Rouge. Again, I didn't see this week, so we are talking about last week's just a little bit. Keep it brief, but what you call it? Rouge acts like a child. She definitely does at the beginning. It's just, even though it's just a simple, a simple trip for the kids, won't share her chocolates. And I like Naomi. Naomi's personality is definitely fun. I will say that for sure. And I do like Rouge's transformation. I like the world of it, the soundtrack of it, and the dub's been great.
I need more. I need more like Rouge Red Star. I need more of her and her transformation. Now Naomi is bae. Like I fucking love Naomi. Like shout out to Naomi. But I need more. Like the first episode, kind of. They did that thing that a lot of anime do, where they'll go all chips in on episode 1,
just to get your interest.
Just to get you interested, and then they're just kind of like, all right, now we can kind of ease up a little bit now that we got you. I'm like, bro, episode 1 was like damn near a 9 point. It was 9 out of 10. Episode 1 was a 9 out of 10. I was like, oh, I am definitely hooked on to this.
Right.
But it currently stands on MAL as a 7.3. It looks good, but nothing's happened yet. And I'm not going to even mention this week's episode. This week's episode kind of picks up something new, but last week's episode, we do get Naomi, we do get Rouge being more of a kid, and you can just learn that, like, bro, she's not on the, she's on the, she, I don't know, bro, like
she's learning. Like I guess she hasn't. This is like new to her type of thing, or
all of this stuff
social, so just killing.
Yeah, all of this stuff is new to her, but she truly shines when she transforms. But as what we know about the show, for those who aren't caught on, it's about this group of government agents who work to assassinate the 9 androids that threaten the government. There are 9 androids that threaten the government. Their job is to take them down. To murder the 9 artificial humans who are hostile at the government. That's their whole job. It's just like, hey, the government put a hit on 9 robots, androids, and says, hey, we need them to be taken out. No questions asked. They don't ask questions. I know how this ends. They don't ask questions. One day they're gonna ask a question and realize, have that Full Metal Alchemist moment where they're like, wait a minute.
Yeah, exactly.
I think the government is crooked. We're being
crazy.
Yeah, bro. I see this shit coming. It's like, all right, well, so when are y'all gonna find out Homunculus is running the fucking government, bro? When you gonna find out? The government is always the bad guy.
Oh yeah, for sure. 100%.
So my thing is, bro, spare me the bullshit, man. Like, at least kill some androids, man. Like, like it kind of feels like Nier Automata almost at this point.
Well, that's the thing. We killed 1 already. We got about 8 left, and like what, 9 episodes left?
What's you see the next episode? Yeah, it's you'll see it, man.
I'll watch it tomorrow. So,
but I'm not gonna lie, Metallic Rouge looks great. It is one of the best.
Oh, it looks beautiful.
It looks great. It sounds great. The sound effects are dope. It looks fantastic. It's a great dub. It's the dual dub show, and it definitely deserves. I think more people should check it out. Like, so far I've enjoyed it. I just don't want it to be mid. I really want them to pick it up, figure out what they want, and take it up another notch. If they can give me more of what I got in episode 1, I think I'm gonna love it. Right now, I like it. Don't love it, but I like it.
Okay, because the last original Android anime we had was Vivi, and I fucking loved Vivi.
CC, hold on. Vivi, the Fluorite song, was like the most slept on show of that season. Everyone thought it was a song. Everybody thought that show was about a singing ass android. It was like, oh, bro, this is another one of them singing anime. I'm like, no. What you mean? It's a singing doll at Six Flags with a motherfucking teddy bear. I'm like, no,
absolutely not.
That is not what Vivi the Fluorite song was. But what my fear of Metallic Rouge is that it's going to turn, and I pray I'm wrong about this. I don't want this shit to turn to top OP Destiny.
Oh God, no!
I
Oh
don't
my
want this to turn
God!
to Top OP Destiny. Top OP Destiny was by far the most egregious, worst. I've never seen an anime ball drop that badly. Like that is
That was Mappa's weakest, yeah.
when
Because
they got new,
that was hyped so much.
because this was about a musician who didn't play. Like they could have did so much with the music. When they got New Orleans, and it was like, yeah, it's New Orleans. Y'all got to give us music, right?
Right.
Glossed over that shit. We're in New York. Wait a minute. I thought y'all was going to go through the country and I was going to get music from each state. Y'all could have explored all of this American music.
Because I've been to New Orleans and music
Jazz.
is everywhere, man.
They didn't do anything. It looked great, but it was like, it's music. It's like, bro, y'all, the music, y'all should have leaned heavy into the music. Y'all dropped the ball on that. Like, it should have been way more musically influenced. But this whole
Oh, yeah.
maestro shit that this dude was doing
Yeah,
was like,
trust me, I love that ability though with the maestros. That's cool. I just wish there was more execution of it. It's just,
yeah, it's just
and the final villain was just very fucking silly.
stupid. Like, yeah, they dropped the ball with that one. I mean, I just blinked and it was at the end. It was like,
Yeah, I hope it doesn't go that route, but either way, I am enjoying it. It's definitely an underrated show for sure. Shame it's kind of like a low score, but you know what? I hope it does pick up for other people because I enjoy it.
yeah. Like I said, I am excited to see. I'm excited to see where it goes. I followed the director. I am a fan of his work. He has never let me down. So I'm like, don't you start now. So like, I'm with it.
Right.
I'm with it. I'm gonna stick to it. I'm gonna keep watching it and see where it goes.
Right. Now this one I picked up because of you, as of how you told me about it, and then the fucking memes of this everywhere. Delicious in Dungeons, the Netflix anime series.
Netflix. Man, look, I didn't watch Delicious in Dungeon because of the premise. I kind of saw cute. I saw elf girl and was like, I kind of got an elf itch right now, so I'll bite. Once I heard Studio Trigger, it was like, I'm in.
Yeah,
That's
basically, like, you know what, why not? Like, is it something you don't expect?
the only Studio Trigger anime I have not seen is Little Witch Academia. And one day I just need to sit down and watch that shit. It's on Netflix too. That's the only Trigger anime I have not seen yet. I've seen the show. I think this is the only studio which I can confidently say I have seen all of their work. I've been a fan of Trigger since Trigger was Gynax.
Because they had Killer Kill, they had Promare
Hey,
for the newer people, Cyberpunk.
Evangelion, bro. Like
Evangelion.
yeah, it's like, bro, they like Gynax, man. Gurren Lagann, which is, don't even get me started on the people who thought the no, the Gurren Lagann movie, but it's just the movie with extra stuff. But anyway, no, it's about his adventures. Adventures. One of the members of their party gets eaten by a red dragon.
Yeah, this Lao sister. Yes.
Our sister gets eaten by a red dragon. So because of this, they intend to use magic to restore her life. But it's kind of, now it gets gross as fuck. But in order to restore her life,
Basically, they have to do it before she gets completely digested.
because once she turns to shit, they can't bring her back. But if she's in the stomach and she's not like dead yet, they can kind of like do some restoration magic,
Because
bring her
there's
back.
hope, because what you call it, their digestion is very slow.
Yep.
So it's like, okay, now, but no food and no money. So what do? You basically kill creatures, find whatever's in the dungeon, cook it, and eat it. And then we have this dwarven chef, Senshi, who just fucking loves dungeon cooking, basically. And he's like telling loud like that your fucking survival guide is outdated. This is how you do it. This is how you cut it. All of this, like he's like teaching all this random shit. He's like a Michelin star chef at the dungeon.
What makes this show so interesting for those who haven't seen it, what makes it so interesting is the fact that you think about it, right? We've seen all these adventure animes. We've seen all these animes about adventures in dungeons and they doing this thing. And when we play video games, they drink potions. They might eat a piece of meat or, whatever. But it's practical because it's a lot of realistic. Like it's a lot of stuff you can take from cooking. like real cooking. They teach you how to actually, you can go into a kitchen and take real foods that these dungeon monsters
Yeah.
are based on, and you can cook that shit. Like you
Oh
can
yeah.
literally go into a kitchen and be like, you know what, I am going to cook this shit. And I really like that. I like Marcel. She is like, bro, I want to eat some real regular food. I don't want to eat no monsters.
She's great. I love her facial expressions.
Yeah, it's it's really dope. You get a nice assortment of characters who they get along great. And like I said, Senshi, he just says, look, man, I'm a cook. I know how to do this thing. Like I live down here to keep the dungeon together, to make sure that, things flow smoothly, like for the toilets. And you never think about who cleans out the toilets in the dungeon, who makes sure that the dungeon ecosystem stays flowing so that every monster doesn't overflow and become evasive into other
Right.
areas. You don't want a level 5 dungeon monster on level 3 because his food source went missing and now he has to go on another floor to get food. Like I
Oh
like
yeah.
how they bring things like ecosystem up, like a dungeon has an ecosystem. I've never even considered
Oh yeah. No,
ecosystem before.
absolutely not.
Yeah. And then like they eat these foods and I just like the idea of like, nah, man, it's like a premise. It's like, okay, dragon ate my sister, I'm going to eat all of these monsters that I come across. I'm
Take
going to eat
the
them.
dragon
Like, fuck
food
it.
away.
Like I'm going to eat the monsters revenge. Like I'm going to eat them. Cause it's like me, it's like, man, can I be an adventure? I'm too domesticated. Like I come from the country. I had uncles, my dad, uncles, older men in my family. Like they grew up eating like, hey, Starman, you ever had grilled coon? I'm like, the fuck, raccoon? Y'all ate raccoon? We ate
Ah,
squirrel
man.
too. Y'all ate squirrel, raccoon. Granddad, yeah, you never had your granddad's famous turtle soup. Turtle soup? What? Oh, that chicken when you had, remember that chicken? Yeah, that wasn't chicken, but that was fried rabbit. Fried rabbit. We ate Thumper. We know we eat Bambi.
Feel
So
bumper, man.
me coming from the South, we eat like, well, not we, but we as in Southerners eat a lot of foods that not necessarily in grocery stores. I know people eat possum. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I get
So
that.
I'm more Marcel. Like I am more Marcel than I am Laos.
Right.
Like Laos sounds cool because he's fearless and he'll eat that shit and it sounds good.
Laos is Lloyd if he was Isekai.
That's true. And
He
Marcel
looks like him. He almost sounds like him.
is like every picky eater who is like, bro, I would not eat that shit. Then you eat it like, wow, this is delicious.
Right? Yeah.
Like over New Year's, I was kicking the one of my best friends, shout out to Cobra, and his daughter. I took her out for a day, and me and her went ripping and running and had a lot of fun. And I took her to get something to eat. She wanted to get a poke bowl, so we got poke bowls. Got back to the house, ate the poke bowls, and we started talking. I started talking to my friend like, yeah, man, I love some sushi. She's like, sushi? Isn't that raw fish? And I look at her, I was like, well, what do you think? This ew, like she claims she loves pokeballs. Once she learned it was raw fish, now it's disgusting. Now it's
She completely changed her mind.
she don't want it. So what I had to be a good uncle and lie. Like, no, it's not raw fish, it's cooked. Oh, okay. Ate that shit up like it was nothing. It was gone. She killed it in 5 minutes after I lied and said that shit was cooked. But it's raw fish. I couldn't break that girl heart and tell her she eating raw fish.
Oh
But
my
she
god.
loved it before she knew it was raw fish. So it's like in a dungeon, you don't have that luxury, but someone can
Right.
lie to you and tell you that you ain't eating a slime, you ain't eating a fucking walking mushroom. Like, I'm thinking, like, damn, could I really eat this? I thought the dopest episode was this week though, when they used golems for walking gardens.
Yeah. Talk about the golems. Yeah, I love that
That was
actually.
dope. Like turning golems into gardens. Like I was like, oh no, that's
He's like,
genius.
that's unethical. You don't believe in magic, but you're okay with this.
And then here comes Trigger. Trigger loves discrimination, bro. Trigger loves talking about racism
Oh
and
yeah.
discrimination. They've interweaving that into damn near every show that I've seen. Space Patrol, Lulico, racist and discrimination. Beast like BNA, racism and discrimination. Um, like I can keep going on and on and on. Like
Yeah.
Cyberpunk, racism, discrimination. It's just like, bro, they're gonna keep Gurren Lagann. discrimination and oppression. They're gonna keep interweaving that into every plot they do. So I knew it was only a matter of time before they did. When we came across orcs and I saw
Oh,
that
yeah.
title, I was like, oh shit. I don't eat pork, but damn, I'm pretty sure orcs are the most delicious taste. I swear I thought they were gonna eat orc babies. I
Yeah.
thought they were gonna get like baby orcs and just kill them and like eat them on some goblin slayer shit. I thought they were gonna eat orcs. Like, oh shit, we finna have some ribs. We finna eat some pig feet. We finna eat some belly fat. I mean, some pork belly, pig ears, like some rump roast, some ham. I thought they were finna fuck these orcs up and eat the shit out of them. Not chitlins. Fuck it. Literally, why not? Right? They're orcs. I thought they were literally gonna eat the shit out of these orcs. Nah, bro. These orcs are people who just
Oh, yeah.
yeah. They were like, nah, we discriminate against the humans. I was like, isn't this the same plot from that Will Smith movie? Okay. Anyway, yeah, orcs. Like they didn't eat the orcs. This is the one animal I'm pretty sure tasted the best, and they didn't eat these monsters. They didn't eat the orcs because they're too intelligent. But
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
pretty
No,
sure
this is
they taste.
basically like, hey, this is our area. Like he's even like talking to us like what do you want out of this dungeon? Because we like if you rule the dungeon, like you're the king, like what are you gonna do? Lyles didn't really have an answer. Like what it is. It's like, oh, yeah, all you humans are the same. Then he heard that he actually told the orc, like, okay, I'm actually here for my sister, but you know what? Afterwards, I do what I hope I learned more about for what I want for myself after.
Yeah, we got more alike than we have different, man. Let's put our differences aside and we can come up with a common goal. It's just like let's just not be a dick. Like let's just respect everyone's differences. Use everyone's differences as an advantage to benefit everyone. Everybody can benefit from this arrangement. Like there's more than enough to go around. It's just like, bro, everyone was guilty up top. Like y'all orcs scared the humans. That's rule number one. You don't scare the humans. Like I'm sorry, you don't scare the old ladies. You scare these people. You burn down their village. You terrorized them. You took their food.
Yeah.
They chase you. They cut off they called your numbers and chase you down in the dungeon. So like, hey, bro, it is what it is. Like, but I did like the fact that they made bread and they broke bread and they ate and it was symbolic of
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
symbolic of putting your differences to the side and like eating around the table. That's a very wholesome spiritual act of sitting people with differences around the table and you eating together because it takes a lot of trust. Only one person can get in there and just bloop 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 drop some poison
Oh, yeah.
something and everybody's dead.
None of that happened. No one did. Not orcs, not the humans,
Like,
anyone.
Sharing bread with your enemy is one of the most sacred acts of trust when you're trying to build a relationship because you could die off of one bite.
Yeah.
You do not have Mau there to save your ass.
Exactly.
You don't have that. So Delicious in Dungeon, I think this was the most wholesome episode, and I didn't expect that. It was a dope episode, and I'm waiting for more episodes because every episode is like pretty fucking cool.
Oh, yeah. I'm surprised it's a 2-core, but you know what? I'm all for it.
Oh, it's a 2-core.
Yeah, it's 24 episodes.
Oh, it is 24 episodes. Well, knowing Netflix, that means it's just gonna keep going all the way until the beginning of summer. I'm down for that.
I was like, I didn't expect that, but you know what? I'll gladly take it because it's a fun ride. I love the characters. I like the subliminal messages in there, and I like how they prep the food. Like I want to do these. I want to make some of these.
Let's put our intent to the universe that they do not get any delays. We know the downfall of any good Netflix.
After Uncle in Another World on Netflix, no.
We know, bro. Eventually, a delay can come, and it's like, Delicious in Dungeons has been delayed for 6 weeks. Fuck.
Yeah, and was the final episode 9 months?
Yeah, final episode comes Christmas 2023. Like it just happened to Zom. I still haven't finished Zom. You know why? Because they haven't finished dubbing. I'm like, bro, how the fuck is y'all this late and y'all ain't finished dubbing it? Like, damn, I watched this whole thing dubbed, and they got the nerve to not dub these last 3 episodes after they put them all out on Christmas. I'm like, bro, it's almost Valentine's Day. Dub this shit. But I hope Delicious stays no delays. Let's keep that going. But it's one of my favorites, man. I'm glad
I'm glad you recommended this. But no, very fun. Now let's move on. This one is okay. Tales of the Weather Rings. Like where he's finally trying to talk some sense into the elf girl, Nephritis. I believe that's her name.
Yeah, she's cute.
No, she is cute, but she's like everything's a lewd act. You can't do it. That's so lewd. It's indecent, you fucking perverts.
I'm watching it for the plot.
No, yeah, no, it's all plot.
No, I'm watching it for the plot. Oh my god, the score of this show is 666.
That's what I said. The fucking is crotch shots and OP and ED. Nothing but crotches.
I mean, and a titty pops out every now and then.
Yeah, mostly Crystal.
But I mean, we have a lot of lewd anime, but I have to give Crunchyroll credit for the fact that there's nudity, and Crunchyroll took over for Right Stuff Animation this past season. Like last year, they took over for Right Stuff Animation. The first thing they did when they closed down the Right Stuff Anime store and moved it to the Crunchyroll stores, they got rid of all the H anime, all the H figures, all of that is gone. If you want redo RDH, you want any of that, you can't get it. You got to go somewhere else to get it. They were like, bro, we're not going to sell that. And they seem almost committed to being like, yeah, bro, we'll show children getting stepped on by giants, but we're not going to show a titty. We're not freeing the fucking nipple here. We're not doing none of that shit. High Dive is like, well, we may have showed a watered down version of RDH, but we'll show a titty every now and then. So I kind of like the fact that Crunchyroll is like, okay, we'll show some nudity. We're not gonna put, and I'm like, I think they have other shows, and this is, I think they have other shows like that have that nudity that they kind of just edited out, that maybe they'll show the uncut version. I really think, like, bro, I'm an adult. Like, bro, if I click, I want to see this uncut version, y'all should have a uncut section on Crunchyroll. Should be a Crunchyroll uncut section where you can go if you are at least 18 years old and you can watch like stuff like that. I feel like it has its place. Tales of the Wedding Rings, though, just kind of like you said, bro, it's I like the fact that the guy, our main character, I like the fact that Haruto, Sato. I like the fact that he likes one girl.
Yeah.
She stole his heart and she ran away, and he chased her in order to like be with her. Like,
yeah,
bro,
and technically fucking married her.
yeah, just on the spot. Like he knows that that's who he wanted. I like how the OP and the ED reveals we're gonna get more girls and what these girls are, what they look like. I mean, MAL tells you all the rest of the girls are going to eventually join this party.
Yeah, and I do like the rings are interesting. Like, they actually have a different power, and the fact that they unlock the full power, you basically have to marry them.
I mean, it's Captain Planet, bro. Like Earth,
water, Planet with sex.
Yeah, bro. It's just like, oh yeah, okay. So you get these elemental rings, and But my thing is, these women could have married some other person. So it was like a pact. One of them had to kick it off, and then the rest of them, like, this man gets a whole harem. And we know we're gonna get different daddy types. We're gonna get a yandere. We're gonna get a we're gonna get a tsundere. We're gonna get every archetype I imagine. I could be one of them is gonna probably be just like
Yeah, one of them's gonna be like AI Nano from 100 Girlfriends.
Yeah. One of them is gonna be all over him. Like, one of them is gonna be all over him, and it's gonna absolutely make Navati jealous.
Oh yeah, I say it's the cat girl.
I mean, it could be this demon girl.
She down bad.
I mean, but we'll have to see. I'm not gonna drop this one because, like I said, I mean, it's the fan service thing is like, I kind of want to see where the story goes, but it's just like, okay, cool. I'm not gonna even. Oh, you're a guy. You're only watching it. Yes, bro. I'm only watching this mostly for the fan service, bro. It's interesting enough fantasy, but it's not overly sexual. It's just a titty popping out. So it's not like, I mean, I can take her to leave it. It's not one of those I'm gonna put on a list and tell the homies, hey, bro, you gotta watch this shit.
Oh yeah, no.
And I feel guilty watching. You know what I'm saying? It's not one of those like we have a lot of more ecchi shows that are out this season. Some, I'm pretty sure people are watching that they're not even telling people they're watching it, because I get it, bro. Like,
yeah, mostly that one we all know.
That one that shall remain nameless.
That we're not going to, but Chris will be the trooper and finish it.
Yeah, Chris, let us wink, let us know how it is.
But while we are on the topic of ecchi, Chain Soldier.
Chain Soldier this week was fun.
Yeah, it's focused on Himari, the second in command. Because you call it Squad 6 came over. Like, oh, we heard that there's this big threat. You guys kind of failed. Oh, we heard it was Himari's fault. And the sister, Yachiho, is like rubbing him. Oh, just come home. Just go back to being a loser at the house. You're fine. It's fine. But what you call it? Asdef, or sorry, Kyoka, issued like, let's have an exhibition.
Yep.
And like, okay, fine, we'll have this in a couple of weeks. And of
Sailor
course,
Moon pose.
mostly for the sisters. And then Himari went to Yuki and said, "Hey, you're going to be my slave." And he's like, "Why?" And we find out what her actual ability is, which is interesting. It's a copycat, basically.
Yeah, I thought that Mega Man shit was her ability. I just also, bitch, you just Mega Man. You just turn your hand to a fucking gun and you just absorb and shoot shit. Like, no, that's not my
No,
power.
it's just easy. It's just the easiest.
It's just like, no, my power is I can put you on this Yu-Gi-Oh card and transform and take your ability. And I'm like,
Yeah, like
oh,
a fucking gotcha game or some shit. Yeah.
yeah, it's like, oh, that's pretty dope.
Yeah, so and it actually works. Actually works on him, but he actually has a different look. He's a little more faster, but loses strength.
But he gets the speed. I think that's dope because they use. I like the CG. The CG works for
It
this.
got better. The first episode was really wonky, but it improves like right after.
Yeah, like the CG really works. Bakura, like this week, well, last week we got the revelation that his sister ate one of those demonic peaches, and
Yep. And we got the unicorn shooting
yes,
that Yoko's
like,
looking
yeah,
for.
that's a girl. Unicorn was a girl the whole time. Go fucking figure. Of course, it's a girl. There's all girls there.
Yeah, because men suck here.
Yeah. Yuki, no, Yuki gets a new power, and I like the fact that Hamari. I like the fact that they kind of bond because I don't like that whole subjugation, man, slave. I'm gonna step on you, and I'm gonna, I like the whole of. It's cool if they're like, look, we don't fuck with men, but you know what, you all right, man. You one of the good ones. I can deal with that. So I
I feel
appreciate.
like that's what's going to happen once if she wins next week.
I mean, she's fighting her sister. I thought that first attack he did was pretty boss when he worked on that, and that was Bruce Lee's 1-inch punch that he did. I was like, oh, that's dope. I saw the Sailor Moon reference. I love once you give me a Sailor Moon reference, I'm always clap for you. It's like, okay, she literally did the Sailor Moon pose. So shout out to her. Yuki did the Bruce Lee 1-inch punch, which was badass as fuck. And you know what I'm saying? Like, girls like Yachio is like, whoa, hold up, rewind, literally. Let's try this again.
Yeah,
Hit me.
I was like, no, I was like, okay, so yeah, now we know a little bit more about her power, and she's holding back against the sister.
But then all of them fight. My thing is he gonna even be strong enough to fight when he gets with Kyoka? It's just like, bro, you still got to do it, Kyoka, and everybody's gonna watch when you get your. See his reward be like. This week's reward was like, oh man, okay.
Well, it's a fate. You get healed in this training thing, so.
But he still gotta get his reward. So I'm like, I didn't like last week's reward. Last week's rewards, that whole step on my nut shit. Like, I'm like, bro, I don't kink shame, but that's just one of them kinks. I'm just like, bro, I ain't trying to look at no motherfucker.
How's that comfortable?
Yeah, I mean, but I don't kink shame. I'm gonna just leave it at that. I'm like, all right, bro, like this is the kink y'all can do out of all the stuff y'all can do.
Yeah, and now with this one, it was a patty shot and basically sit on my face.
Motherfucking face. I was like, what? She put that thing in his face, and I was like, oh shit. She put that thing in his face. I was like, there go my boy. There go my boy. She put it in your face, dog. And then it was really wholesome at the end because it was a head pat. Like the other reward was a head pat. Just putting him on his head. I was like, oh,
and then what you call giving him water type of thing.
Yeah. It's not always like that. But I'm like, are y'all gonna eventually run out of kinks? I ain't gonna lie, bro. That kiss in the first episode was sexy. I was like, bro, y'all can do like Are y'all
They
gonna keep
got on top of
finding,
him and made out with him.
yeah, I was like, y'all gonna keep finding different kinks. Is every girl gonna and see that's my thing is like is every one of these girls going I don't want to I ain't trying to see him and Nay like that's probably when I'll start watching the show. If Nay takes
I
him
don't
as
see
a
that
slave,
happening.
and I'm like, if Nate takes him as a slave, and they just cross that line, bro, I might have to drop. That's see, that's when.
I think it would be more wholesome if somehow, but I think she said she wasn't a fighter.
Okay, so we'll see.
Yeah,
Because
she does like support type of thing.
Shushu is like put him in her titties. Shushu is Yosuba. That's it. Shushu is just Yosuba. I was just like, bro, that is just Yosuba the quintuplet, bro. Y'all just gave her a black ribbon.
Yeah.
My favorite thing about this show, I like how each one of the squad members has a different type to their uniform.
Right.
Every one of their uniforms looks the same, but looks something about it's a little different. That's a character design
Yeah,
detail.
whether it's like the top or like a sleeve, the skirt,
or the sleeve, or a skirt, or pants, or a dress, or a long short skirt. I like the fact that everyone is distinctively different.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Oh yeah. Also, this one they baths. They don't blur out the baths. Go for it.
But no, I'm definitely interested in this next fight. I thought it was gonna be it before she did the rewind. I thought like, okay, that's a really quick one punch and knockout. We'll do 07. Yes, whatever you just said.
But yeah, we'll do 07. Oh, I thought he was talking about
Yeah,
my
what is he?
Shoujo.
I don't know what I don't know what he's talking about. But
Oh, talking about
anyways,
Mahou Shoujo.
but
Nothing. Continue.
let's get to we're almost done. So let's get to our some of our romances. Hokkaido Gals, super adorable. We got a new girl in the fray, Sayuri. And
Yuri is a favorite. No, I really like Fuyuki. But I like the dynamic Sayuri has because I think Tsubasa, I think he likes like Sayuri. I think she made the like Fuyuki. I think the dynamic that I'm getting with him and Fuyuki is
like a best
Fuyuki's
friend.
a little over the top. She's a little much, but I think it's a guilt there that you can kind of tell that she likes him because he just shows up from Tokyo and becomes the big dog on campus because here Tsubasa was in Tokyo, rich kid, really didn't have no friends, rich kid. And I can't wait to find out why he moved. He said because of his dad and all this other stuff. But I'm like, bro, you're a rich kid living with you like, but I don't know. Now he's in Hokkaido.
Right.
And Fuyuki was she was Minami. She was the first one to kind of like just reach out to him and be his friend. She thought it was so cool, so interesting. I like how they just really just make her this over the top etchy bunny. And I was like, oh, y'all just made her.
She's Marin. She's basically Marin.
Yeah. I was like, okay, so y'all made her straight up etchy bunny. Okay, cool. I like an etchy bunny. But the past episode with Minami really wanting to get close to Sayuri. And, she was like, honestly, Sierra thought Minami was kind of annoying. She was just like, bro, she's annoying. She's a gal. I don't like how she dresses. She's over the top. She's loud. She craves attention. She's insincere. I don't trust her. She tries to be everybody's friend. She's always in my face. I think, him saying, no, you got her all wrong. She really wants to be your friend. And honestly, she was the first person to treat me like a friend when I got here.
Right.
But the way he straight up he assured her that, oh no, she's a friend. She's just a friend. Minami is just a friend. She was like, you kind of overselling the friend. You sure you don't like her like that? He's like, no, man. I don't think I would ever like her like that. We're just friends. No. Nah.
I don't know. Yeah, we didn't even get to the Vertigo yet. We're only on girl 2, so.
Yeah, Arena. I don't know when we get to her, but I like all the girls so far. The skin episode was dope. I told Ethan since he takes the steals of this shot, he posts threads. Like my favorite thing about it is this show is like Rent a Girlfriend in the sense of you can randomly pause it and you will get a good moment to screenshot.
Oh yeah, a lot of nice shots.
Yeah, it's bountiful in its art. The pinup art for the show is bountiful. It's just so much of it. I love the character design. I love the production detail that they put into it. I love the gloss. Um, and most of the background in the show is white. So how
I
typically
like that it's staying as winter, and I
it's
hope
funny
actually hope it stays as that for the rest of the season.
because we're
Actually,
in the winter. I like the fact that last week I was watching this show and I had my fireplace on because it was actually 18 degrees outside. So
right,
I'm watching them play in the snow and it's literally cold here. So I felt like I was there on the mountains with them. I
right.
like that. I really like
I hope they keep that because actually that's so
funny.
cool.
It's funny, it's charming. I love the romantic connection. I really even think he's gonna get a homeboy pretty soon based on the ED. This is my favorite not song, but the opening sequence. This is my favorite opening sequence of the whole season.
Oh yeah, no, it's a good OP. Yeah, definitely.
The opening sequence, just them dancing, how funny it is, how fun it is, and it's just like, oh man, this was like Haruhi Suzumiya and Lucky Star, how they opened up the sequence with the dance.
Right.
Those are very memorable anime that started with dance. I go to so many anime conventions, and you'll see groups that will do the Haruhi Suzumiya dance or groups who will do the Lucky Star dance. If you've ever seen a group, I'll never forget it. I was at MomoCon and I seen a group of girls dressed as cheerleaders and a cheer group the entire Lucky Star cheer dance that's at the end of the anime and the opening sequence. They did that in real life. Like, it was phenomenal. Like, and you'll never see that again. You had to be outside in 2008 to see that shit. If you didn't, you weren't gonna see it, bro. You just had to be outside 2008, 9, 10.
Right.
After that, it's gone. It's gone. That's a moment
That's
in
so
time.
cool.
Those women are moms now. They got 5 and 10-year-olds. That shit is done. But it was a good moment in time. So I really like the opening sequence. This is one of my favorites of the season.
No, this is definitely an underrated. You got a lot of underrated shows. I will say that. Definitely one of our underrated ones is going to be our main event. But before we get to that, we got our co-main and our definitely surprise in romance. Actually, really good romance. Sign of Affection.
Sign of Affection was I kind of just snatched that one up. It's like, no, I'm gonna take Sign of Affection. Ethan was dragging his feet, and I was like, man, yeah, bro, I can't let you
Yeah,
give
because
a
he
show.
didn't want to be the rom-com guy. It's okay.
Yeah,
It's
like, I
okay.
don't
Don't
even
hit the feet.
rom-com guy. I'm like, yeah, bro, all you're gonna do is feel the pressure to just post a still before you watch it. And after I started watching the show, I started noticing all of the art. I was like, oh my god, this is Yamada. This is Loving Yamada 999. It's the same production style. And it's like, oh shit. So that's a theme now. So what I mean by the production style, our main character, she doesn't talk
Yeah.
because yeah.
Hold on. Let me get her name out. Yuki. Yep.
But Yuki has a voice actress because she's always thinking. So we
Yep.
always get these introspective thoughts in her head of how she feels, what she thinks. And I love the dynamic of I'm disabled, so no boys ever wanted to like me, get to know me, or try to
Yeah.
date me.
Yeah.
I've
We
never
have
been.
two people. One, the childhood friend, the friend zone one that does sign language. Oshi. We have him, like, even though his hands are kind of a little stiff, as she said, I believe. Like he's like a little more aggressive, and then we
What?
have our main guy, Nagi, who basically he wants to like experience everything culture wise. Like that's why he travels so much, and something about sign language is something that never crossed his mind until he met Yuki. And he's like so fascinated. He wanted to be in that world of hers, and I really like that. And
Yeah.
he's not brushing it aside. He wants to learn. He loves to learn, as and he finds her so fascinating, even though she can't really hear.
Well, I mean, we knew what we were getting before it premiered, right? It's
Yeah,
all in, it's like a silent voice. The reason I was such a fan of a silent voice, that's what made me want to watch this. But yeah, Yuki just never been in love before because she's disabled. Like no one ever wants to, like, bro, like I don't care how hot the girl in your class, like you're in high school, it's the girls in class are not gonna let you play games with the disabled girl. She's gonna
yeah,
be protected. And I'm pretty sure um Aoshi, I'm pretty sure he was beating up any boys that tried to like come at her with ill negative intentions. And
right.
maybe he kept his distance because he wanted to protect her. and he didn't want to like just force it. But it's kind of like I look at that shit the same way as when we saw My Happy Marriage. The childhood friend who loved her, who really had her back, she didn't see him that way.
Yeah.
No matter how much he loved her, I'm pretty sure he would have been just as good of a husband to her as the general or whatever guy. You know what I'm saying? But
Oh yeah.
it's the same concept in this one. Yuki just does not see Aoshi
Well,
that
that's
way. She just doesn't see him just see him that way. And I think he knows it. But at the same time, I respect the fact that he wants to protect her. But you know, it's that whole immature. He talks to her. He doesn't handle her with kid gloves like everybody else does. Everybody else is all protective and soft. He's like,
he's just very blunt.
you're an idiot. He'll throw stuff at her. He'll tease her. He treats her like a regular person.
Yeah.
And I think he's beginning to regret how rough he's been with her because Itsumi, Nagi, he's coming along and he has real intent. And I think that's what made me swoon early on was his intent just off the rip. It wasn't, I'm not a fan of episode 2. She's already okay. I love him. I'm like, baby, can we start it? Like, love is a very
just appreciate someone that's interested in you.
Yeah, can you just appreciate it? I kind of miss that about rom-coms where you don't know if you like the person. And then, but I also don't like waiting for the end for you to realize you're in love. That shit eventually got stale. So then again,
like around the middle, like there's a middle ground.
Yeah. So then again, I'm like, this new thing is, oh no, we're gonna find out we in love in the beginning. But I do like the fact that her feelings are just so transparent. She is so open and honest because being realistic, the world chips at you, stabs you, and jades you to a point that you can't even be that pure no more. It don't even behoove you. I would never, if I had a son, it would not behoove him to be that pure of a person because it's just like, bro, this ain't an anime, bro. Being that pure ain't going, you got to be real strong. No, someone protected her until she got to college, and the first guy who shows any real vested interest in her realistically is a stand-up dude who goes to other countries and spends time with neglected, impoverished children. Like, I'm like, bro, you too perfect. Like, so I like seeing the nice guy win. So seeing him want to learn sign language in order to communicate with her. And I like the fact that they'll have sign language conversations and they'll put the subtitles there. That's the dopest shit.
Yeah, that we know what they're saying. Yeah.
Yeah, like, and this real sign language, you can really like pause this, rewatch it, and they'll teach you sign language. I was like, bro, I'm learning something watching this, experiencing. And then they did the one thing that, me and Ethan would never go to, we never see eye to eye on this shit, but I feel like this is what makes a rom-com good.
Right.
They gave us Emma.
They gave us what?
They gave us Emma.
Oh, yeah.
They gave us Emma, the bitter love rival who can't get the guy who's probably gonna bully and make Yuki's life hell because
and does make her think that she is in fact a burden to Nagi because of this handicap that she has.
Yes. And
she's already questioning that to begin with, but Emma's gonna make that a reality.
Yeah, she saw the Notebook at the end of the episode and it's like, the fuck? Then the shit just go off and I'm like, oh shit, she gonna rip it up, steal it, or she's gonna run interference. And I like the fact, okay, we're about to get some drama. This ain't finna be the girl fell in love.
But yeah, with
Skate off into the sunset, like no.
But kudos to like Naki has a shit ton of trust. Say, okay, I'm actually gonna leave for the night. You can stay here, just lock up in my apartment.
Bro, he's like, look, ain't nothing here for you to steal. Like, think about it. Someone who travels like that doesn't have a lot of materialistic possessions because they just let him down. He don't give a fuck. He basically is paying rent and he's barely there.
Yeah, the only thing he wherever he has his room is where he probably travels with him to where he goes to these countries. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, he's like, but I like the fact that he's like, okay, you can see it, like, not even just sleep on the couch. He was just like, bro, I'm finna go stay with my cousin. Like you can have the place. I'm not staying. I thought he was just gonna go to his room and close the door. He left the house.
I know. That's the trust in the guy. He's not gonna come back.
It's like, yeah, you got the key, lock up. You know what I'm saying? Just don't,
And
Hey,
I got my key if I want to come back.
he ain't like your boy Kazuma. You know what I'm saying? Kazuya out there, Rook out there keeping up this damn mess. He just letting her talk. He's like, shh, shh, shh. Bitch, I got neighbors. Go back in the house. Like, we ain't finna do this outside. I got neighbors.
Yeah.
He's like, I like the fact that he's kind. He's not a
Oh,
nice
yeah.
guy. He's kind. He's very kind, but I like the fact that he can put his foot down. Like,
Oh, yeah.
he's
No, I like that. He's not a
like a
hornet.
realistic guy, like a real actual person. Like, I really like this show. It's like I said, I love the watercolors, I love the palette, I love the
Oh,
introspection.
it's very pretty.
Yeah. I like how they kept the style, how they draw them. Even the lips don't bother me.
Yeah, I grown okay with the lips because they actually help with the sign language or just her reading lips. I actually like that.
Yeah, you see it, like you get to read the lips, so they give them lips so you can see
Yeah,
the lips
especially for her.
move.
Yeah,
It's so
that makes sense. Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, I'm glad that because again, I got girl with guard dog PTSD because that fucking creep is like, you know what? It makes sense now because it makes sense for someone who is hearing impaired. So yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
But
if you like a silent voice, Comey can't communicate, and Ice Guy his cool companion, or Kimi no Todoke, I feel like if you watched any one of those and like those, watch this. Those are along the same vein. I really dope. It's probably one of the best. It's definitely one of the best anime out right now for this season, especially for its genre.
oh yeah, no, absolutely. 'Cause, romance is going to be a little bit hard, but well, it depends on basically going to depend on how they end them. So
It's a
any,
for me right now. I'm not gonna even beat around the bush with that one.
oh yeah, no, it definitely is one of them for
Final
me.
Affection is
As
a
well.
clear favorite for me right now. It's solidified its spot. Where it's gonna land on my spot, I don't know. It'll take a miracle for them to drop the ball. But
Yeah,
um
exactly.
every week, every Saturday, one of my favorite things is looking forward to it.
Oh yeah, no, I can't wait to watch it over the weekend. Alrighty, time for the main event, our seinen anime, The Witch and the Beast.
You caught up?
No, I enjoy this. I actually like because usually with these type of combos, the boy is usually like the wild one, while the girl's calm and collected. I like it's reversed.
Yeah. They have a dub for it. I watched the dub today.
I was the
Um, it's one of those dubs where the okay, it's not a direct translation as far as tone.
right.
The character's personality is tied to their tone of their voice and how they speak. In English, um, in English, uh, Ashaf has a completely different tone and demeanor, and Godot is the same. Um, in America, they just make her sound like an impatient bitch. Like, bro, she's a bitch. And
But that's what she is. Yeah.
yeah. So that translates. Asaf though, his temperament is a little more. In the anime, in the Japanese version, he seems a little more stoic and quiet.
He's calm. He's patient.
In the dub, he sounds mature. Like, he just sounds like he's just mature. He doesn't sound like he's cool, extra cool. He just sounds like I'm babysitting this crazy bitch that's gonna get in the way. I gotta keep her from getting away. It works though. Like, it's not bad. It's just I have a thing when the Japanese voice actor has a deeper voice than the voice actor that they got to play him in English.
Right.
If that doesn't bother you, I'd say it's worth checking out. Um, I'm not gonna lie to you. I kind of low key prefer it in English. Not gonna lie. But then again, I'm already 3 episodes
I
in.
probably will give it a one episode look over in the English just to see how it is in comparison. But no, this is definitely an interesting anime. I like that we actually learned a little bit more on why Gideo is looking for the witches because she got cursed by one, and so basically, if they find the right witch, the curse is broken. And of course, Ashley is just not really given. They don't have missions for witch hunting, which this is what she's looking for. And yeah, she's actually even making threats like, "Oh, I'm just gonna kill you once this curse is over." And then now she's like, "Yeah, okay, I'm looking forward to it. You ain't going to, but I can't wait to fight you." Basically,
It's like, you say you're gonna kill me. No, you're not.
it's like he knows how to tame her. I think.
I mean, they went all out on the first episode. Like first episode, they went all out. But from here, then they'll do like mini arcs, like part 1, part 2.
Yeah.
This week on the part 2, we get this lady, and she's dealing with the grief and death of her son and her boyfriend.
Right.
The hands of the witch. And I'm like, okay, we got to find this fucking witch. Spoiler.
Yep, it was her kids.
These motherfuckers ain't dead. They picked up these grimoires. She was like, I didn't even own any grimoires. And he was just like, well, once you give a contract to the grimoire, it got your soul. Like, you have to feed the grimoire. The grimoire wants souls. Like, it was like, bro, you have to feed the grimoire. And he was like,
and
bro, killing people.
Stone to the head of the dad.
Bro, that shit was so damn gruesome though.
I was like crushed.
Like, he stepped outside that little veil or whatever the fuck it was. He steps outside.
What the fuck?
A brick.
I blinked and I missed.
A brick just, if you blinked, you would have missed it. Brick, and then you just see the blood smear. Like, yo, a brick just smashed his whole fucking face.
Oh my god,
but they were adopted, so it's okay.
Yeah, that's why they did it.
No, like, so we're glossing all over this shit, but like the ending, I thought was that I got to the ending and I didn't know how I feel because I didn't really necessarily like. The ending was kind of like a little too dark for me, and I know that's a shocking coming from me, but I'm like, yo,
yeah, and it's like, oh, now you guys basically got to kill your own kids to make it stop.
Yeah. She was like, yeah, it's okay, you crossed the line. Click, click. Like, you shot him in the face with a rifle?
Yeah, because she didn't want to at first, and fucking Gator's like, I'll do it if you don't.
I mean, at least Mikasa cried.
Yeah. And then Mikasa got gaslit after.
Like, oh yeah, you crossed the line. I'm like, what line was it? Was it killing the innocent people in the country, or
killing your dad?
Friend.
It's like, oh my god, though. But no, I'm glad it's a hold back on that type of darkness because I think that's the tone they are going for.
Oh no, and I love the animation. That's literally one of my favorite things about it is how it looks. Like how it looks, how it feels. It's a dark, like its animation seems so familiar. Like I can't put my finger on it because I'm really trying to figure out, like, it looks so familiar. I'm really trying to figure out like who, like maybe I should look into the character designer because it looks so familiar.
It's more of the design and the atmosphere. Like I've seen this somewhere, like a Moriarty Patriot deal or
character design. Oh, okay. Let me go and look this up. Where have I seen this from? Okay. Character design it. Hiroya Ijima. He was the animation director. Let me see. He did key animation on a lot of projects. He was the character designer for The God of High School. Okay. He was the character designer for Mikuro-chan. I did not expect that. It started to make sense. He was the character designer and animation director for Afro Samurai.
Oh, shit.
Okay. It's starting to make sense. It's starting to make sense. Okay. What else did he do? He did a lot of chief animation. All right. Let me see. Character. Yeah. Okay. He designed some characters in the Bayonetta movie. That was dope.
Okay. Nice.
He was the character designer on Gravitation. All right. Did not expect that. Character designer on that's an H anime. Look at, wow, he designed a lot of H anime. Holy shit. This guy did a lot of this guy did a lot of hentai.
Maybe that's how we started.
What the fuck? Like, no, for real. I'm like looking at his MAL list right now. Most of his back catalog is hentai. This guy designed a lot of hentai.
I gotta look. I gotta look at this shit off the air.
He designed Afro Samurai. So, yeah, Afro Samurai. That is really dope. And he did key animation for Bleach, AO No Exorcist, a couple episodes of Steins Gate, and a couple episodes of Full Metal Alchemist. That's pretty cool.
Okay. I can see. I can see a little bit with the Steins Gate.
But dang, oh okay. But no, it's so dark. It's so dark. They use a lot of darker tones, a lot of blacks, a lot of grays. That makes the yellows pop. That makes the reds pop. I love this world of witches, grimoires, and mages. I
Yeah.
like how a witch and a mage ain't the same damn thing. Like,
Definitely not.
I like how a mage is someone who can do magic. I like how a witch is just
blood sucking, ruin your life.
Witch, like, yeah, witch ain't, yeah, witch is just like, bro, almost like a different, like, hey, they kind of probably want to bring dude from, oh man, no, he was that, don't bring that king in. He did them witches too dirty.
No, I cannot wait for more of this. This is definitely another surprise for me. I'm a little surprised. Even doesn't not crazy about it much. Then again, you only saw the first episode, so.
I mean, sometimes I think a show will catch you at a good time or at a bad time, and I think sometimes if you watch an episode when you're not in the mood, I think it
just throws you off.
I think it can be thrown off because this one, the palette is really dark. Like, it's just a really dark vibe. It's a fun adventure. We got bro. This guy's Nicholas D. Wolfwood, man. He's carrying around a cassette, chain smoking cigarettes.
Yeah.
Doing magic. I'm like, oh, bro, this is, and we got a violent female character, Godot. She literally just is. She's a tank, bro. She's just like, bro. She's a tank. She literally just gets out of here, transforms, and just fucks shit up because she's violent. She's impatient. She's
like a werewolf, basically, almost without the transformation.
Angry, she's upset. You know, she's pissed off all the time. She's pissed off all. She's like the Hulk. She's pissed off.
She's very impatient.
Yeah, but this episode, I don't know, guy get hit in the face with a brick, and this lady shoots both of her adopted kids in the head with a rifle. I mean, if that don't pull you in, then you just don't like violence, my friend.
Yeah, no. This is only 3 episodes in. I can't wait to see what more gruesome scenes we might actually get with this. I'm curious how what you call it. Ashif is gonna. Oh yeah, he's gonna do something crazy. I just know it.
Oh, I am 2 episodes in on bottom tier Tomazaki.
Yeah.
I am enjoying it so far. This whole bullying thing, I didn't know how I felt about it because I feel like it's not about him anymore. But I do like the fact that okay, so he got an apprentice. Like, someone wants him.
I like that Tomazaki is actually helping though.
Yeah, like this time he, like, I like how like just real briefly, like, I enjoyed season 1. I watched season 1 in the span of a week. And like, I was like, how did I miss this show? I love this show. So I started watching season 2 once I finally got a couple dubs. The latest episode, Hanabi is being bullied, and she saves a girl in her class from getting bullied, so now she's getting bullied. Aoi switched up her stance on everything that she told Tomazaki on how to handle everything. So now he's like, wait a minute, you told me to do. She's like, nah, we can't play that game right now. So he doesn't really know what to do. But I like the fact that Hanabi came to him and she's like, yo, Tomazaki, you've leveled up. I want you to teach me how to fight. Like, how do I fight this shit? And I'm like, oh shit, bro, you get you.
Yeah, like, basically, like how do I not be myself? Basically, like very strict, headstrong, judgmental.
Yeah, he gets to apply his video game knowledge and help her out, whereas someone's using their real life knowledge to help him out. So I like how it's taking that shift. I'm only 2 episodes in. I don't know how this plays out, but so far, that didn't get brought up, and I felt like I'd be remiss to not mention it.
Oh yeah, no.
Also,
very solid.
I'm still waiting. I think they're doing that dumb shit they did last season where they didn't dub this shit to like 6 episodes in. Because like we're going on episode 4 and I haven't got one dub yet. If I don't get a dub tomorrow, then I'm probably just gonna start watching the subtitle because I don't want to wait any longer. I really want to. My chiropractor today tried to put me on Masher. He's like, "Oh yeah, but I need to tell you about this anime." I was like, "What you got?" "Oh man, it's called Mashley." I was like, "You ain't Mashal?" "Yeah, man, it's like Harry Potter and One Punch Man." I'm sitting here like, "Word, word." And he's just telling me about it. He's like, "Oh man, it's so dope." I said, "Yeah, man." He's like, "I'm not done with it yet, but oh man, it's like this guy doing wrestling moves." And I was like, "Oh yeah, dude." Like, I just
You
yeah,
should have told him. You should have told him, I'll check it out. I'll check it out later.
check it out. I'll check it out. I'm sitting here like I'm sitting proud, like, yeah, man. I'll watch Mashal. Yeah, that
Yeah, I
show.
can't wait for you to watch season 2. Or start season 2.
Yeah, I'm waiting for it. That's like the last thing on this whole list. I'm watching Undead Adventure. I watched first episode, dropped it, did not pick it up. Um, I don't know if it's too many. Let me see what else. The Demon Prince and Momichi Castle. Watched the first episode, dropped it, didn't pick it up.
Torture Princess.
Yeah. A friend of mine who I gave them my entire 2023 list. These are all the anime you missed. You should check them out. Watch it. Let me know what's dope. This motherfucker had the nerve to come to me and say, "Hey man, it's a dope anime on Disney called Sin Duality Noir. You should check it out." And I'm just looking like, you would. Like, out of all this shit I recommend, just find the one thing that I ain't never even watched. And now you trying to sell me on it. I thought about watching Meiji Gekken, Genkiken 1874, but I was like, no, I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah, I heard it's just been mixed so far.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm good, bro. That's not it. I don't think there's nothing else this season that I'm really just gonna jump on. You're not watching Ragnar Crimson, are you?
No, I'm not.
Yeah. I will say that's another one of my
Too many
spillovers.
24s, man.
That's one of my spillover favorites. I can't wait for that one to catch up. I can't wait for Ragnar Crimson to catch up. If you watch Ragnar Crimson and you're watching this, shout out to you because Ragnar Crimson is badass. That's like High Dive's best action show, period. It's better than any other action show they got right now. I don't care. There's like Uber Dan Machi, goddamn right. Them fucking dragons is a trip. I love it.
All right. Closing thoughts before we close up shop.
It's been fun, man. I don't really have any closing thoughts. I'm caught up on all my shows. I'm probably gonna watch some Hunter x Hunter tonight, or maybe I might watch another episode of Griselda or Hunter x Hunter.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I might watch some more live action. You know, just kind of Godzilla plus minus one gray black and white version is in the theaters, but haven't been able to have the time to watching it. And after this week, it's not gonna be in the theater, so I'll just buy it on Blu-ray when it comes out.
Yeah, I'm probably just gonna say
Oscars,
again, if I'm being honest.
Oscar announcements came out. The Boy and the Heron is the only anime that is nominated. However, I'm kind of hoping that Across the Spider-Verse wins. Although, shout out, congratulations to Hayao Miyazaki. He did win a Golden Globe for The Boy and the Heron.
Yep.
Shout out to him and his team, everybody over there at Studio Ghibli.
That's
Very
gonna
rare
watch
that an anime wins. I felt like it wasn't deserving over Across the Spider-Verse. But honestly, my issue with that is I feel like everybody just feels like Miyazaki's a legend and they're only voting for his movies because his name is on it. Because there have been so many other great anime films that were not even nominated. And the only common denominator is I'm like, bro, I can name you 5 anime movies last year that were better than The Boy and the Heron, but yet that's the only one that gets nominated.
Okay, it's a big studio, a big director, so you
Yeah.
can see why. I will say I am proud of Nimona because fucking Disney booted them to the side, and then they rose up away from Disney, and now they had so much praise after. Like Disney dropped the ball with Nimona.
Yeah, man, that's very interesting. There's a Gundam Seed movie coming out in Japan at the end of this month. I'm disappointed that I won't be able to see that pretty soon. There is a compilation movie of your boy Komin coming out March 1st.
I hope it goes well so we can get a season 2.
Right. What else are we getting? Let me see. I think that's all off top that I can really remember. That. Oh yeah, Great Pretender. OVA.
Next month.
Yeah, it's coming on February. So you guys have plenty of time. I haven't watched the Monsters 103 Mercenaries. I mean Mercy's Dragon Damnation. I haven't watched that yet.
Right.
They say it's a One Piece spinoff.
Yeah, I heard it was like a one-off.
Yeah, one-off One Piece spinoff type thing. But that's on Netflix. I might check that one episode out because it looks very, very, very interesting.
All right. Well, with that, guys, the cafe is closed. Ding, ding. We don't have the ding sound effect yet, but there we go. Thank you all for tuning in with us. Like I said, Wednesday, we will have a Otalku Cafe once again with hopefully Chris. And then Friday, a KK Classic with, I believe, you, me, and I think Chris as well for the Has-Been Hotel Season 1. And then, that's it. Follow me on Twitter at DamienPhoenix12. Follow our Twitter at Otaku Cafe Anime. We changed the app. We changed all of that for the rebranding. We still have a link tree for where we listen to your favorite podcasts. We want to thank Sean as our editor. We want to thank W2M Network and Chairshot Radio for hosting us on their platforms. Follow them at W2M Network and at Chairshot Media. Always use your head. I want to thank Starman for filling in for Ethan as always. You can follow him on Twitter at AKA Starman. Anything you want to shout out before we get out of here?
No. Like I said, this is the last time you guys will be seeing me from this lounge. I will be no longer podcasting from my lounge going forward. It's just kind of dark in here. I like the blues. It's kind of cool, but I will no longer be broadcasting from my lounge.
I can't wait to see the new setup.
I will have a new setup, a new space. My new space is coming soon. I'm building it myself as we speak. Tomorrow's going to be a dope day. But other than that, I'm looking forward to doing more stuff with you guys. Shout out to Ethan. Shout out to you. Shout out to Chris. Shout out to everybody over at Eat the Cake. Shout out to everybody at the cafe. Cafe and Cake. Shout out to everything, man.
Yep, exactly. So with that, arigato and oyasumi. Good night.
Arigato gozaimasu.
The sun goes to sleep, I find myself in a heap because it hurts so much to be away from you. It makes my day when I get a text from you, but still I say goodbye again. Let's hope this isn't the last time that I see your face, but hey, it's fine. I know everybody needs a little space. There's no one to blame. Goodbye again. Let's hope this isn't the last time that I hear your voice, but it's your choice. I can't keep you here forever. Just promise me that you